I put this video together on the fly to show you the flexibility of Amazing Trader and how it can be used in a variety of ways. I want to emphasize the logic behind trading, how you can sit there all day staring at a screen and no trades become really clear. Then all of a sudden something pops up and smacks you in the face using the Amazing Trader, and then you have a good risk reward trade. So let's take a look. As always, please contact me if you have any questions or comments. In my strategy guide, I show you how the AT ladder patterns work, how to trade them, and the reason I do it is because these I see as the most high probability trades you can put on using the Amazing Trader. But the Amazing Trader has flexibility. It almost always gives you a level you can trade. So I'm going to show you an illustration of June 8th, 2021. It's right after the close here. Technically, we're into June 9th right now. And I'm going to go through some trading logic so that you can apply in your trading when you see patterns, as I'm going to show you right now. We had an inside day today. Inside day being we traded below the prior day's high and above the prior day's low. So the market was not running into any key stops. You probably had some over here as we rallied up to about 120, 191. The whole range for the entire day was 30 pips, and New York session was just 20 pips. But sometimes you take what the market will give you. So what do you think we see here? We had made the high. We backed off, and there's a reason we backed off, and it was mainly because Euro Sterling was bid earlier, buy order, then pushed it higher, Euro dollar higher. And when that order ran out of steam and was done, and Euro Sterling started to back off, Euro dollar lost its strong bid. So another discussion, but if you want me to explain this in more detail how to use it, please contact me. Now you see right here, we have this horizontal blue line here. Euro dollar's probably spent over 3 hours trying to get to 121.86. Often on the third move up is where you run stops, but we have been above it earlier. We probably ran stops yesterday above this level. And what it tells you here is there are no stops above this market at this level. All you have is some sellers. We had 1, 2, basically 3, 4, 5 attempts to take it out. So if you took the view that Euro Sterling was a little bit offered, so there was an offer in Euro dollar, I said that's for another discussion. But simply looking at these lines, it tells you there's a seller here rather than a market looking to press stops. Now if you go to 15-minute chart, you'll see something very similar. Let's zoom this out a little bit. Right here. Higher day was in, no stops to run. We spent about 3 hours trying to get through it. So all we know from here is that there's a seller. Eventually the longs gave up. We dropped about 10 pips. Doesn't seem like a lot, but when the whole range for the session was 20 pips, that's 50% of the New York session range. Now, of course, other times you might get more out of it, but the point here is the flexibility of the Amazing Trader. And the logic being there are no stops to run on the upside. Must we get up to here? You want to trade with a tight stop as long as this level held. You could be short. And you saw eventually what happened is the day wore on and the market gave up and Euro dollar dipped. That just shows you the flexibility of the Amazing Trader, how you could take what the market will give you, the importance of whether there are stops to run or not. And when there's no stops left to run, the market will also probe the other way. And the fact that we made repeated attempts at this level, we couldn't get out. And all we knew was that there was a seller there. We didn't know why. We didn't know who. We didn't know how much. All we know was there was a selling interest there. And only above here would change the picture, at which point you wouldn't want to be short anymore. But you can see what happened if you played against this line with an identifiable and a tight stop. You had a trade which had a reasonable risk reward in it, with a limited risk and probably no risk, as long as this level held. So that just shows you the flexibility of the Amazing Trader, how it could be used in a variety of ways, especially when a market is basically just congesting on an inside day.